it do, what it do. Let it do what it do, what it do.
I'm definitely face of boxing. Absolutely.
They up the level, I'ma up the level with them every time.
I mean what I say, lines only put.
Charlo just dropped Lewin with that sweeping right and goes down face first. It's over.
All right. We're back with another one. We almost at the end of the week. All right, I'm feeling a little under the weather today, but hey, you know me. I'm going to keep keeping on. Now, of course, we got a great fight this weekend. Man, we got the businessman. We are talking about none other than Keyshawn Davis. And we got the young phenom. We are talking about none other than Abdullah Mason. But we got a lot to talk about. Because we got Devin Haney, Lopez. They pretty much are going back and forth. Pretty much, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. I don't want to fight you because you walk and you run like a ballerina. All the things is going and happening. Now, Turki, he put his 2 cents in. Now, I don't know if this is the reason. It could be, or maybe it's not. I don't know. But Turki said, listen, if I make this fight, y'all better not be boring. Because if y'all boring, I'm not paying nobody. Now, that's what they're saying. That's what the word is on the street. Man, let's see who in the building. All right, so we go ahead and get started. Okay, let's see who in here. All right, all things is up in here, baby. What's going on? All right, Terrell Jackson, what's going on, man? All right, good to see you. We got WIZE Sports Betting. She's up in here. Support that channel. All right, Terrell Jackson, I think I got you, but what's going on, man? All right, hey, Barbara D, the queen is in the building. All right, Night Rider 1-6 is up in here. What's going on, Night Rider? All right, Josh Sanders, the winning team, is up in here, man. What's going on, brother? All right, hey, thanks, Barbara D. Yeah, you know, ain't nothing I can't handle. I always get my flu shots every year, so I might feel this way probably about like 1 day, maybe, or 2 days. Take 2 Tylenol, I'm good. Yeah. Well, anyway, who else we got? All right, Thomas Hill. What's going on, Tom? What's going on with you, baby? All right. Okay, Bashan Jordan. What's up? Yo, OG. In my city right now, North Fork, Virginia, and the city is lit. Keyshawn is not losing in the town. Ain't no way. Facts. I don't know, man. We're going to talk about that. Cardell Santos got a lot to say about that. Wow. Okay, who else we get up in here? All right. Let me see. Okay. Cam Network. What's going on, brother? All right, good to see you, man. All right, what's good with you, man? All right, good. Can't talk much. Listening and at work. Cook up. Okay, hey, do your thing, man. Because I don't want you to get fired. Because I ain't got nobody to help you out. But anyway, man. Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing, man. All right? All right. Yes, sir. All right. Okay. Take care of yourself. We need you, right? Oh, yeah. I'm going to take care of myself. You know, I'm going to take care of myself. You know, I'm just under the weather. You know, I'll be all right. Cruiser Content, what's going on, man? Did you check out DJU? All right, okay. All right, and I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. All right, man. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I think I missed Richie. Richie L. What's going on? All right, you doing okay, Richie L? Okay, good, brother. All right. Okay. Now, of course, like I was saying, that Teofimo and Devin Haney, they are going back and forth. they are going back and forth about this fight. One said one they want to fight, the other said the other one to fight. But I think both of them are scared. Okay, and I'm not talking about scared of each other. Me when we were tweaking. Oh, was it? Yeah, I did. Okay. I don't think they scared of each other. I think they scared of Turkey because Turkey laid it on the line. He said, "I don't want another repeat of May the 2nd." He knew they was boring. So now he got them scared to death to even fight. Devin know he's scared right now to get hit, and this is what Tio is saying. Now, Tio is saying that he'd rather watch Ballerina. It's some kind of movie out. He said, I'd rather watch that for 12 rounds than fight Devin Haney. Because Devin Haney would do worse than Ballerina. So, man, so that's how he's looking at it. And but Turkey is keeping, he making people kind of scared. Because he's talking about now that he's gonna hold back money. What kind of business is that? If you make a deal, you make a deal. I told you all, Turkey is not part of this country, and whatever deal he got, and he's not a promoter, he's not a matchmaker, he's not a manager. I would say a financer. So therefore, whatever the agreement is, he's not keeping it. Just like Canelo. Canelo said, move that date. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. And he moved that date. Because Canelo don't need him. He need Canelo. And you know what? With this Ryan and Tio fight, Devin and Tio fight, I'm glad it's not happening. I'm sorry to say that because, I love boxing and everything, but I'm glad because his ass was trying to go against Gervonta Davis. The fight's supposed to be on August the 16th. Same day that Tank's supposed to fight. Good for his tablecloth ass. Good for him. So now it collapsed. Because he don't know what he's doing anyway. So now he should have kept his mouth closed. And now you can't go against Tank and PBC. Because that's his ultimate goal. To pretty much try to sell him out and trying to pretty much take the audience and, people that feel with the devil, that's what it was. Well, now, and I don't think it would have happened anyway. Tank got a following. He got a big-ass following. Bigger than Tio's, bigger than Devin's. So if he did have it, they would have flopped. Because everything his ass do flops. Man, Clark Bay TV, what's going on, baby? All right, what's going on, Eugene Johnson? What's going on with you? Shout out to you, KQ, the best fight caller, a blow by blow in recent history. Hey, man, I appreciate that, Eugene. All right. And make sure y'all hit the like button, too. I forgot to say that. Make sure y'all hit the like button and the Cash App and the Super Chat. Okay, I appreciate it. All right. So, see, this is mistakes that Turkey keep making. He keep making fights that's not ready yet. He keep making fights that's not a done deal yet. I can't think of, maybe about 5 so far, 6 I counted, that the fight wasn't ready. He kept on saying, well, this person going to fight on this date. No, it's not. They're going to fight on this date. Oh, no, it's not. Well, we scratched that. It's not happening at all. He don't know what the hell he's doing. And like Shakira Stevenson said, if you don't know what you're doing, go get some help. Get some help. Because you're really messing it up. Now, Ryan and Devin and Tio is not happening. All right? I'm sad to say, because I would like to see Tio get his ass whooped. I really do. But I just don't think Devin's the one who can do it, but regardless. regardless, that fight is not going to happen. And this is what I mean. This is what I mean. You cannot, and I said this yesterday, you cannot make a fight. You can, but don't sit there and look through your opponent, the one you facing. You got to take care of that business first, then fight him. And a lot of fighters, Ryan Garcia, you were looking for that rematch, for that big bag, and you look through Rolly Romero, and Rolly Romero knock your ass on your keister. You know, so you can't look past your opponent. Look at Devin. Look at Devin. He fought like a petrified, scared dog. He was in there running back and forth all the way around. So now, neither one of them got to fight. Neither one of them got to fight. See, now, here's the kicker. They don't have nowhere else to go. They don't have nowhere else to go. So both of them got to get on that damn knees, and you know what happened next. Because Bob don't want them. They don't want to go to PBC because they too shame. They too shame to go over there. And Oscar, hell, they can't go over to Oscar. Oscar can't stand Devin Haney and his dad. And Eddie can't stand Devin either. so they stuck. so therefore, don't worry, we won't get to Keyshawn Rashawn Jordan. Okay, y'all want to talk about Keyshawn? We will get to him. Cause Keyshawn, De Los Santos said, "Look, I was out for 2 years. That don't matter, cause I know my body, and my body performs way better when it's like that." So, man, Keyshawn better be on his P's and Q's. I'm rooting for him. Cause I like to see a young man do well. Cause I like to see somebody talk that shit. All right, but we'll get to that in a minute, okay? All right, now, but still in all, that's what's happening right now. Now they had nowhere to go. They don't have no fight coming up. Now, this is Tim Bradley. Let me just give y'all something Tim Bradley said. Now, it might make sense to y'all. I don't think it makes sense to me. But this is the reason why he said Tio did what he did. And doing a power play. How's that a power play? Well, let me read on. Because it's more money. Okay. It's more money in a ring belt. That means the Ring Magazine belt. And also, what he's trying to say is this, that he can go up and fight Jaron Ennis. It's a big fight it's a big money on the table to fight Jaron Ennis. That's why he did a power play, a power move. Because they know they have to have Tio active. Why they have to have him active? But anyway, he believes that's a power play to fight Jaron Ennis. Jaron Ennis is for 147. So he said he's going to 147 and fight him. And then, of course, he can beat him, he think. But regardless, either way it go, besides sitting on a bench, they're going to put him in there with Jaron Ennis. That's what he believes. Now, Tim Bradley, I don't believe that in a man in the fucking moon. Tio is a pain in everybody's ass. So you really think, well, maybe Turkey, I don't know. Maybe Turkey will be bothered with that. Maybe Turkey will be bothered with that. I mean, that is a better fight than Devin Haney, and it's more lucrative. So maybe it's a power play, but Tio don't bring nothing to the table, though. That's the thing about it. He don't bring anything to the table. Jaron, yes, he does. Jaron, we talking about, I'm sorry, Tio do have the Ring Magazine. Okay, he had the Ring Magazine belt. Now, we know what Jaron has. He's a unification fight, belt. So, therefore, they gonna get it on, and that is a big bag. Now, who gonna make the fight though? Do Eddie want Tio? Because he definitely don't want Devin. Because remember, Jerron Anderson's under the tutelage of who? Eddie Hearn. So that might be a possibility. So, but Tim Bradley, I think you're way off base here. Stymie, you're off base here, man, because Tio he's not bringing in and putting butts in the seats like that. He's just not going to do that. So I just wanted to make a note of that. Now, you all might think so. I don't think so. You know, I mean, yeah, it's a good idea if everybody go along to get along. You know, yeah, that'd be a big payday for them. Because, see, let me say this. Everybody's trying to be Gervonta Davis without earning it. Everybody trying to take a shortcut without earning it. Oh, Turkey giving out this. Turkey giving out this. So they all run over to Dubai. They all run over there looking stupid. No audience. People with tablecloths don't know what the hell going on. Everybody don't want to work for it. Everybody want to be like the next man. And right now, they know Gervonta Davis will be the face of boxing because Canelo's on his way out. And speaking on your way out, just on a side note, Lomachenko retired today. He's retired. He officially retired at the age of 37. So, good luck to you, Lomachenko. Okay? So now they know who's a bad boy right now at the lightweight division. And that is Gervonta Davis. Who is the cash cow of this boxing round without Canelo? Gervonta Davis. Even Pacqaio, old ass, want to fight Gervonta Davis. And Gervonta Davis politely said no. And that's the way to do it. No. So, I'm sorry, Manny. I know you probably having money problems and shit. But I'm sorry, you got to find another way. Find another way. Find another way. So, but anyway, yeah, they pimping Tio trying to find a way out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He rubbing everybody the wrong way, Thomas. Yeah, he trying to find a way out. Tyrank really helping with him, and they not about to let that belt he holds venture off to another platform like Secure did before him. Leverage. Yes, there you go. There you go. And he's so stupid that, first of all, he thought that racism and all that gonna get him clout. Well, it didn't give him clout. He almost got his head busted. Because him and Terrence Crawford were going at it yesterday on Twitter. I mean, Terrence Crawford said, we can meet somewhere right now and we can fight for free. So, until he didn't say nothing, no answer, quiet as a church mouse. All right? Quiet as a church mouse. Listen, young man. Okay, see. I was trying to be nice because I'm a little under weather today. All right? Now, he says, why are you blaming Turkey for Tio turning down $11 million? First of all, I did not say I blame Turkey. I said Turkey said, listen, y'all. All right? I don't want a boring fight. I want an exciting fight. If you're going to fight, I want some action. Then it's up to them if they want to turn it down. He didn't say turn it down, but he thought about it. But I can't get paid then, shit. I got to make it exciting, but I'm fighting Devin Haney, who probably won't make this exciting because I got to chase his ass around. Okay? Just sit back and listen, all right? Don't ask me why. Okay? Now, you don't agree with it then? Oh, well. Now, that was nice, right? I was nice, right? I was nice and polite. And damn T.O. Damn T.O. with his racist ass. He don't deserve a dime. How about that? He deserves to get swift kick in the ass. That's what he deserves. He needs somebody to sneak up on him and bust his shit to the white meat. That's what he needs. Shit. He need a motherfucker. Let me be quiet. Okay. That's what he need. That's what he need. Okay. He's a dumbass. Cause he's a dumbass. Cause he don't have nowhere to go. Nobody want to be bothered with his sucker ass. That's why. Top rank. Bob can't wait to get rid of his ass. But he want to leave that belt there, though. Shit. Man, please. Man. You know, and trust me, everything T.O. says, you can't trust what he say anyway. He's a big-ass liar. Right? He's a big liar. Okay? Man. All right. He wants you to learn tomorrow. Anyway. Let me keep going. All right. Now, what I said, Turkey. Yeah. Now, what I was saying was fighters doing everything to get their names out there. Okay. And like I said, T.O., it's nobody out there that scream your name. When you mention boxing, oh, how about that Gervonta Davis guy? How about this guy? You know, they never mention T.O. name. They never mention Devin Haney name, except for Devin Haney fans. You know, so these guys are tripping on themselves to be Gervonta Davis. All you have to do is be yourself. Stop trying to find the easy way out. Turkey came on the scene, and everybody had their hands out. I called it the EBT handout. That's what it was. Everybody wanted that EBT card. Hey, Salton, what's going on? Hey, up. Oh, A down. Now, of course, that's what it seemed like. And I stand corrected. Turkey didn't know what he was doing. All he had was that money. And he just kept passing out. He don't care if you're a C-level fighter. Here you go. Hey, B-level fighter, here you go. And it is kind of strange over there. Gervonta Davis ain't the only one that said that. Turkey is an evil little guy. I don't know, it's a short man complex, whatever. But I believe that. I believe that he told them not to be boring. Or, hey, you might not get paid. Or you might not get all your money. I believe that. Because I heard rumors. Well, these not rumors. These are true. He did not pay hotel bills. That y'all had to pay him out of your own pocket. You know, he don't know how shit goes over here. That's why you got to not come in here, kick over the door, and say, hey, stick them up. You can't do that. Now, I'm glad to see Al Heyman that doing boxing the right way. Put on exciting fights. Put on free fights. Man. Now, let's go on into Keyshawn Davis. All right? Keyshawn Davis versus De Los Santos. Whoa. What a fight that gonna be. And let De Los Santos say Keyshawn Davis is really not that good. Wow. Is he? So, therefore, he planned on beating him at home. He planned on beating him in his own house. Wow. Well, he did look kind of buff, but that don't mean nothing. And I don't think fighters should be lifting weights anyway. I'm against that. I'm against fighters sitting there lifting weights. You know, it slows you down. It slows you down a lot. And you know what? You know, I don't want to keep jumping over and to this next up, but it won't be funny. But what if that fight don't happen with Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez? Because it's already not a done deal. Everything going that way. Canelo putting on demands now. Turkey getting nervous now. He cutting everybody's payday short. What's going on? He kicked Dana White to the curb. What's going on? Huh? Now, we'll get to Frank Martin. Frank Martin believes that De La Santos is gonna win too. Yeah. Frank Martin believes that Keyshawn will lose this fight Saturday. We got a fight this Saturday, y'all. Don't forget. I'll put the thumbnail up tomorrow. But, yeah. Frank Martin believes that. See, you can buy into your own shit. But you got to go out there and perform. That's why you got to shut up, Shakir. Don't tell the people what you're going to do. Don't tell the people, I'm going to knock them out. I'm going to beat them up. I'm going to beat them up. Like you did on the Breakfast Club. I'm going to beat them up. No, you're not. Just say I'm going to go out there and do what I do. Or something like that. Then you go out there and you stink up the place. Now we're going to North Fork, Virginia. That's where we're going to be at Saturday. That is Keyshawn Davis' hometown. But I think Keyshawn built a little bit different. He's not going to sit there and fight on the back foot. He's going to sit there and get in that pocket. But you better be careful, son. You better be careful because De La Santos can't fight. He can't fight and he can't punch. Don't go about, he been out the ring for, 2 years. He said, don't believe that. He said, that's when I'm at my best. My body's well rested. There's no ring rust here. Never will be. I think we're going to have a fight. I think a fight going to break out in that damn ring, in the center of that ring. That's where that bread and butter is made. Oh, I can't wait. Man, I can't wait. And don't forget, we got the young phenom. See, don't forget, Keyshawn Davis at 135. Abdullah Mason, 135. Now, it would be cold-blooded. Man, be cold-blooded. It would be, man, nice if the winner, if both of them guys win they fight and they fight each other. Because y'all like doing that shit anyway. Y'all like putting us on hold. Y'all make us jump over trees and shit. So why not? You know? Man, shout out to my man, Sauce. And cash. Ooh. App. Oh, app. Ow. The Charlites. But Sean, Joy, what's going on? All right. Yes, sir. Man, I'm trying to catch what you were saying. Keyshawn wants him to come and fight. Fact. Oh, yeah. He wants him to come in there and fight. Well, he better not. He better be careful about that. He better not. Because sometimes that's a dangerous thing to do. Very dangerous. Some people you just can't sit there and go toe-to-toe with. Some people just punch a little bit harder than others. But I think if he uses foot movement, he pretty much can get in, get out, get in, stand there for a minute, get out. But don't make it your home. Don't sit there and go, bam, 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 bang it out. Who was that fought Chris Areola? Remember, he fought Kaneki. That was nothing but just punching bag, fighting a punching bag. And that ain't the type of fight you want. That ain't the type of career you want. Because I'm telling you, if you fight like that, and you fight like that on many occasions, all right, you're not going to even know your name in a couple years. So, you got to be careful with that. So, but I still want to see Keyshawn do what he say and say what he do. He's supposed to be the businessman. Well, let's see how much business you do. So, but I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. And Frank Martin, he still don't believe in Keyshawn. He believes that De Los Santos is going to win that fight. So wow, that's going to be something to see, though. And don't forget, now, Tank Davis and Lamar Roach, that fight will be coming, and hopefully, Frank Martin will be on that card. Frank Martin will be on that card also. Matter of fact, these are some of the fights that we got coming down the pipe. We got Davis coming. We got Worley. We got Nakatani. We got Zerto. We got Katie Taylor and Mano Serrano. Part 3. We got David Morrell. I mean, these are the fights that's coming up. Some of them. They're just some of them I said I name. Those are just some of the fights that we're looking forward to. Boxing is lit right now. It is on fire. And these are fights that easily can be made. So these fights are on. Now, let me keep going. All right. Earl Spence. Wow. Earl Spence is still working out. Frank Martin is saying. Okay. Oh, yeah, Dave Benavidez. Yeah, he's coming too. He's going to be fighting too. All right. So, I forgot what he's fighting at. I think it's July, August. I don't know. But it's at 175. It's not 168. So, now, Earl Spence still working out on Frank Martin said, and he believes that fighters, and this is his take. Now, I don't know if this might be true or not. I don't know. He believes that Earl Spence is through with boxing. He believes Earl Spence is through with boxing because he said Earl Spence is at a place now where he don't talk boxing. He still work out a little bit, but now he moved out of the city. He moved to his ranch. He's talking about nothing but real estate now. He doing what somebody got a little money to do. And now he's talking about buying another ranch connected to that ranch. And he's not talking about boxing. He said he'll come back when he's good and ready. And he don't want to be rushed. So I think Earl Spence might not come back the way Frank Martin is talking. Because Frank Martin said he's comfortable talking about real estate. He's comfortable with his kids, family. And fighters get that way sometimes. And missed out on birthdays, holidays, anniversaries, things like that. Because you're working out or you got to fight overseas. Earl paid his dues. And damn, he paid his dues in the ring and out the ring. Now, I'll be disappointed if he don't come back because I'm a big Earl Spence fan. But then again, I do get it. Though. Because he went out there and he fought his heart out. He won. Then he won again. He went overseas and took that damn belt from Kell Brook. He said people throwing chocolate brownies at him and everything. But he went in there, he did what he had to do and won. and then he became a unified champion. So if he don't want to come back, that's his choice. But I would like to see him come back. Because if Manny Pacquiao can come back, then he can come back. But you got to have some interest in it. And he don't have no interest in boxing right now. And I know some boxers don't even watch boxing. So right now, Frank Martin right now is the guy that he's rooting for, not himself. So now this is Frank Martin's words. These not my words. This is what Frank Martin is saying. He had a talk with Earl. He's been around Earl. He still work out, whatever, trying to stay in shape. So who knows? He might still try to get the fight with Fundora or the winner of that fight. Okay? So, but we'll see. We'll see. Because I'm going to tell you, I don't be joking when I say that fighters get the shit beat out of them or like Ryan Garcia. What he did to Devin Haney, that ain't no joke. You see what happened to Devin Haney. He is scared shitless in there. And that ain't nothing but his mind. That ain't nothing but his mind, though. Nothing but his mind. And so, same way with Earl Spence. Maybe he went through, because he did go through a lot with Chance Crawford. And maybe that kind of, he ain't scared now. He just that, he said, what's the use? They asked him this question about his son. Will you ever let your son fight? He said, hell no. That's why I'm fighting for him now. I don't want nobody hitting on my son. So there you go. So he trying to do and make for his family when the time is hard. Angie. Carl Brook, he called it chocolate brownie, the way he punches, right? So everybody had chocolate brownies. They passed out before they came in the stadium. And when Earl came out, they were throwing them at him, And Earl just kept on walking and getting hit with a damn brownie. And that's why I call it chocolate brownie. That's why they were throwing chocolate brownies, So, but he fought a good fight. He got the crowd out of it. Then he got them back in it on his side. Because I told you, the UK fans are boxing fans. So, but all right, let's go. Let's keep going, all right? Now, Turkey. I told you all that he was trying to make this fight a fight between Devin Haney and Tio on the same day that Tank and Roach will fight, August the 16th. Now, he know damn well that fight was pretty much a done deal. But he trying to compete with Tank. See, Tank rubbed him the wrong way. I mean, the wrong way. And now, he lying. Y'all know what he said in the press conference. After Shakir fight, we're going to make the Tank fight. That's a lie. That's a lie. You're not making that fight without Tom Brown, Tank, or Al Heyman. So therefore, see, God don't like ugly. He don't. And now look what happened to his fight. It collapsed. It collapsed. Why? Because he's a dictator. And he was dictating to Tio and Devin. I want a silent fight. Devin knew he couldn't give him one. And Tio knew what Devin was, what was wrong with Devin. So he pretty much said, you know what? Forget that. Now, it is a power move. It is a power move. But this is the thing about it. Boots don't want to fight a Tio. Tio don't have nothing that Boots wants. Boots wants a champion. He wants a belt. He wants all 3 belts. That's what he wants, to be undisputed. He don't have much time. He's gaining weight. He continuously gaining weight. He's going to have to get out of there pretty soon and fight at 154. Now, all these guys are blowing up. Don't ask me why. I just know all these guys are blowing up for some reason or another. But know what I mean? Wink, wink. So now, these guys, I don't know what Devin's going to do. I don't know what Bill can talk that shit to somebody that ain't listening. Because everybody heard what Bill had to say. Everybody know his spiel now. So he pretty much running out of bullshit. So now, you kind of stuck now. You and your son. You got your son in this. Let's see you get him out of it. You know? Yeah, Ryan fucked on Devin now. No, I don't feel sorry for Devin. I don't feel sorry for Devin at all. I don't. Because he know better. He been fighting long enough to know you don't go out there rushing because somebody said, meet me in the center of the ring. No, you don't actually do it. You can talk that shit, but you don't have to do it. And he did it, and he got spanked for it. And don't tell me it's no Austrian. Ain't no Austrian gonna work in 3 seconds. He got caught with a left hook. And that's it. And to me, he wasn't thrown hard at all. So that showed me that maybe his chin ain't up to par. Now, if Teal and Devin would have fought, I think Teal would have probably beat him. I will be honest about that. That's why he needs somebody else to whoop that ass. Because I don't think Devin can do it. But anyway, I still think Earl Spence should come back. I still think that Jermall Anderson still got time to grab at least one more belt, maybe. I don't know. So, but anyway, good for Turkey ass. Now, Tim Bradley, you lost your mind. Okay? You lost your mind. Chill don't have no power play here. Ain't no power play. Because he don't bring nothing to the table. He got a funky ass Ring magazine belt. Ain't nobody want that. Ain't nobody want that. They want an IBF belt, a WBO, WBA, a belt like that. They want a sanctioning belt. They don't want that. So he don't have nothing to bring to the table. Sure, he'll linear champion. That's it. So he's kind of stuck. Bob can't stand his ass. Todd can't stand him. So they both is kind of like stuck. You only got so many promoters out there. Man, hey, maybe you go with maybe Lulu Bella or somebody like that. How about that? Go with Lou. Go with Lou Bella or somebody like that. And Shakira gonna be in the same boat. And I believe he re-signed with Eddie. I really did. Really do. Because think about it. What has he really done? What has he really done for Boots and Shakira Stevenson? What's up, BBO? What's going on, my guy? So, but anyway, and you know what? And Tim Bradley, you know what? Let me say this. Tim Bradley, look, you want a hell of a fighter, dude. Stop always commenting on something that you think we don't know about. And stop always saying, well, I was a fighter. I know. Oh, you weren't no hell of a fighter. You cried when you won. Because everybody was booing your ass. You weren't no hell of a fighter. Go sit your ass down. Hey, man, boy, people kill me. Well, you're a piece of work, dude. You is. Man. Yeah, you just gotta say something quick. Man. Now, quick question. Quick question. What about Abdullah Mason and Keyshawn Davis? Who will win that fight? Who will win that fight? Keyshawn Davis a little bit older, more experienced. Abdullah Mason, tall, reachy, long arms, a long length. So, and yes, I say Abdullah too. I'm not saying that because I like both of them, but I'm saying Abdullah Mason because he has a long range, and well, neither one of them no punk, but Abdullah Mason is very accurate with his punches. He's very accurate with his punches, you know, and I noticed that in his last fight. He's not going to waste punches. He's going to make sure that he have a great target, and he can ping that target. Now, Kid Austin, I see somebody saying Kid Austin versus Keyshawn Davis. Well, Kid Austin, he hops around too goddamn much in that ring for me. I don't know why he always hopping and keep on hitting his guard, you know, his cup. He keep hitting it, you know, and I asked him, because I interviewed him and his daddy a long time ago, and I asked him, I said, why you keep doing it? Why you hitting your cup all the time? You know, and he said, well, you know, it's a long story, but I can't tell you. You can't tell me? I just wonder, what is that? You know? Man, that's crazy. Anyway, that's crazy. You know, well, BVO say Vargas. Okay. Now, don't forget, you know, we got Shakur Stevenson coming up. We got Keyshawn Davis coming up. We got the two brothers. All right. It's a chick, OG. Okay, that's a chick. Okay, it might be something like Leo Santa Cruz. Because Leo Santa Cruz had a chick in his hands. I always wonder why he'd do this. You know, it's a chick, you know. Jab, queen. And that's her chat. Oh, yes, sir. He said, yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. Abdullah Mason is bringing back old school boxing. Shout out to the young lion. Yes, Ty. That's why I say he's very accurate with his punches. He saved his punches. He don't waste his punches. He's not tired. He's always in shape. He's tall, rangy, and still he fits at 135 perfectly, just like Sebastian Fundora. He fits at 154 perfect. What's going on, Z? What's going on, my brother? All right. Yes, sir. Salute to you, man. And you're right, because I look at Sebastian Fundora like that. You know, yeah, I know he's tall enough to play basketball, all that, but he like boxing. And right now, he fits very well with 154. He has a long jab, but he prefers to fight on the inside. He fights on the inside and the outside. So, you know, I like him. I like to, you know, what he brings to the table, and his sister too. You know, so I like both of them. You know, so but Keyshawn gonna have his hands full tomorrow. Saturday. He gonna have his hands full with De Los Santos. De Los Santos is still a good damn fighter. Now, what Shakur Stevenson did, that wasn't really we didn't get a chance to see De Los Santos' whole arsenal, because Shakur Stevenson wasn't running all over the place like he always do. Yeah, like he always do. I know a lot of people don't like to hear me say that. I know a lot of people be hating on me because you ain't giving Shakir no clout. Damn that. Damn that. It's it's time for him to learn how to stand there and fight. You're going to have to stand there and fight, damn it. Just like Turkey gave T.O. and them an ultimatum. Then Turkey, he was like, hey, I don't want no boring fight. I don't want no boring fight. Well, first of all, who the hell are you? You're not the promoter of this fight. So I don't have to do what you say. I don't know, something wrong with this dude. He really believed that these fighters are one of his wives. It don't work that way. You man, go check yourself before you wreck yourself, young man. But anyway, but we get a chance to see De Los Santos fight, a real fight, this Saturday. And this is gonna be a good fight. Now, Abdullah Mason, he's on the undercard. And I guarantee you all, if he wins this fight Saturday, he will get a title shot. A title shot. He just got to win this fight. Now, I would like to see him win in dominant fashion. But as long as he's winning the fight, he can get a title shot. And I'm not saying this was quick, but he pretty much mowed over everybody. Matter of fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's taking Lomachenko's place now. That's where Bob look at it. Well, now Todd, because Bob just a face of boxing, a face of top rank, and Todd took over. See, Bob don't know he coming or going, and that's not funny. It just, he's older. But Todd is taking over the day-to-day operations. So I don't mind whatsoever that he take the place of Lomachenko. Remember, Lomachenko had a belt 10 fights in. So Abdullah Mason, quiet, mature. He give mature answers. When he interview, he talk like a mature man. He don't down no other fighters. He doesn't curse. He's very easy to talk to, answer questions. And the kid has been taught well. The young man has been taught well. Now, let's get to this damn Davis 3. This 3, right? Which should be 1. But they are fighting. Keon Davis is fighting. Or Karan Day, whatever his name is. They are fighting too on Keyshawn card. Now, one is 3-0, I believe. And the other one is, I think, 6-0, something like that. Anyway, they haven't fought nobody but trash. Trash. That's what they are. They ain't nothing but trash. I'm sorry, Keyshawn, but stop throwing up the 3s, all right? And just put on 1. Hey. Because your brothers ain't all that. They're not. Okay? Now, y'all might be doing it for the hometown, and you might ask for your brothers to be on the card. Pretty much you did. Because ain't like they seeking them. They're not making no noise. Some people don't even know who they are. So, it is what it is. He has a brother. One is real tall. It look like he can use his jab. He can polish himself up. No, a little bit here, a little bit there, but he won't do it. He's not doing it. He suck. That's what it is. He suck. Man. But still in all, it's gonna be a good fight. Matter of fact, I think it's gonna be a pretty good card. A pretty good card. Now, Keyshawn Davis, him, Javante Davis, That would be a good fight too. Some people want Shakur Stevenson. I don't. I'm sorry, I just don't. I don't. Now I know Knockout wants Shakur, but I don't. I'd rather see him in there with Keyshawn. See, Keyshawn, you don't have to go find him. Keyshawn gonna be right there. But Shakur, you have to play hide and seek with that dude, because he's not gonna be there. He's gonna be moving, 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 and moving. You know? Yeah. Same old. Yeah. See, Keyshawn, you have to find him. He's gonna be right there in the pocket. Come on, bring it on. Let's go. Then he gonna maybe he might change angles or something like that, but that's it. He's not gonna be hopping out. Did you see Donald Santos when he threw that straight right and Shakur, he dodged it, but he got off the ropes and almost tripped and fell because he was running so fast? Man, dude, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. And everybody you fight, you're going to make them look bad. Not because you that good. It's because you're running. And fighters, Canelo, when y'all going to learn how to cut off the damn ring? Well, I mean, I'm just asking. Because none of y'all don't know how to cut off the ring yet. It's step over, step over, step over. I mean, damn. If you go that way, you step over that way. You go that way, you step over. You don't get him an out. You don't get him an out. As long as he got an out, he can do whatever he wants to you. Man. Man, a Tank can cut the ring off and stuff. Yeah, yes, BBO. Yeah, Tank, fighters like Javante Davis, Abdullah Mason, guys, some guys know how to cut off the ring properly. They know how to step over, especially Robert Garcia fighters. Robert Garcia fighters know how to step over. Robert Garcia fighters know how to cut off that ring. Don't give you an out. They know how to do that. But no. But Canelo, and I'm surprised at Canelo. Canelo was chasing William Skull all around that damn ring. Why not cut him off? Don't get him an out. You still chase him, then you get an attitude. Well, if you would have cut that ring off, then you could have got off. You went to work. Of course, they might jump out and clinch, but hey, that's what it is what it is. So Jose Ramirez, and he kept running on Jose. Oh yeah, Jose Ramirez. He's older, and I'm surprised at his ass. How can you fight that long in your whole career? And this Canelo got over 70-something fights. He been fighting since he was 15, pro. And you don't know how to cut off the ring. Wow. You made all that money, but don't know how to cut off the ring. Wow. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Now, Stymie, second little black rascal behind Buckwheat. Tim Bradley. I'm sorry. It slips sometimes. All right. Now, Tim Bradley believes that Bud Crawford gaining weight to fight Canelo Alvarez is a big mistake. Okay? Yeah, that's a lost art, BBO. Yeah, it is. It is. It is a big lost art, man. Guys don't work behind their jab. Everything. That's just boxing 101. Everything falls behind the jab. The jab, everything comes behind it. if you're an orthodox fighter, jab, right, 1, 2. Southpaw, hold that up, use your right jab. Everything comes behind it. They teach you that in goddamn the YMCA, goddamn it. But anyway, Stymie, okay, Tim Bradley, he believes that Terence Crawford making a big mistake by gaining weight. He said that's not gonna suck up the punches. Oh yeah, Z. Oh yeah. Jermall jab is A1 salt. Oh yeah. And I'll tell you, Z, listen. What you saw last week, it was just a shell of what he used to be. I mean, he had a sharp jab. That's why you hear me saying, man, Charlo style. You know, because that 1-2, man, they almost invented that 1-2. I mean, he snapped that jab back, man. Man, he kept on snapping that jab back and bring it right back here. Bring it right back here. You know, man, I'm talking about with ease. Man, you know, but because he was tall. He had a reach. And he was strong. And man, and I mean, look at Lamonta's face. Just look at his face, and he wasn't even throwing hard. But Cornflake, you know, should have called him Rice Krispies, crack, snapper, and goddamn pop. but anyway, Cornflake, man, he was getting beat up. I mean, his face was just getting beat up. There's nothing he can do, you know. But anyway, what I was saying, Stymie. Well, Stymie, you know, he had a problem. All right. Charlo is more dangerous at 168, has more power. Yeah, and he's bigger too. He's bigger. You see how big he was? I'm not talking about big like big like big. He was slender, big, you know, muscular, you know, and yeah, you know, once you get used to it, then that's the issue. And that's what I was trying to say with Tim Bradley. Now, of course, Terence Crawford gaining weight to suck up them punches, so the punches won't be hitting that hard by Canelo Alvarez. And of course, for his punches to, you know, to hurt a little bit. But Tim Bradley believes that's not going to work. It's going to slow Terence Crawford down. It's going to slow his jab down. It's going to slow his overhand right down. Now, of course, Canelo, he been fighting at that weight class for a long time. So he used to fighting at that weight. But Terence Crawford's not. No matter how much you eat, no matter how big you get, you still not used to that weight class. He should have took a fight in between. Let's see where he was at. So, but I don't know. All right, Crawford is on Snack. You know, Snack, I want to put a pass in. Like I said yesterday, Snack has a certain level, right? Now, illegal levels right here, like I said yesterday. This is where you get popped at, right here, just right here. You're going to get popped, right? But Snack bring it all the way up to about here so you won't get popped. Just enough where you can pass the test. That's Snack. That's why everybody get on Snack are bigger, stronger. You know, you can say what you want. Y'all can say what you want. All right? Y'all favorite fighters on that shit too. Y'all can say what you want that, oh, no, they just for the supplements and this and that. No, goddamn no. No. They trying to find an advantage. Just in case. And it's not enough. Long as they get just close by that threshold, that's good enough for them. You know, that's good enough for them. So, yeah, look, I definitely put it past Clarissa Shields. Cause you know, and no offense and nothing like that, I'm just saying her ass is getting bigger and bigger. That ass was getting bigger and bigger. Even Eddie Hearn had to take a second look when she got in that scale. He was like, my oh my, mate. Look at her, you know. I want to put it past her, you know. And that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. That's the difference from old school to new school boxing. I'm quite sure they had steroids out by then or back then, but they wasn't rapid like now. And how can you, like I said yesterday, how can you sit there and don't take a drug test? If both of y'all agree not to have one, y'all don't have to have one. What kind of shit is that? Well, you want to do the drug test? Not really. What about you? Not really. Okay. Hey, you know what? Let's not take it. Okay. No, that's right. We don't need a drug test. We both cool with that. Right? Okay, y'all both fucking using it. That's what it is. Or y'all just don't want to pay for it. Now, which one is it? Which one is it? Yeah, what it is y'all don't want to pay for it. That's what it is. Shit. I mean, come on. Really? I mean, it should be a rule, and they need to try to implicate it where, you have to, everybody, I don't care for a belt or not. Everybody, before you step in that ring, you must have drug testing. This is type of sport. This is the type of sport where somebody can die. Somebody can get hurt. Somebody can land in the wheelchair. All I just said happened in the sport of boxing. And I know people that end up in the chair in boxing. And y'all know them too. Y'all know people that died in boxing. And just like I do too. It's needed. It's needed. It's needed. And I don't know how the MMA do it. I'm not into MMA too much, whatever. But they need it too. They need it too. A contact sport, you got to get drug tested. Just like basketball. They only drug test one time a year, long time ago. And that was every October. They didn't drug test no more that year. But now, today, it's random. It's random. See, they changed their laws. Why we always got to be the ones that fuck up all the time? Huh? Patrick Day died. Yes, Patrick Day. The price if the drug test shouldn't vary based on the event value. Okay, yeah. I mean, see, that's the thing about it. You shouldn't sit there and put a value on your goddamn life. Because some fighters don't even want to pay for the belts. The sanction fees. So and when you start taking that shit, I told y'all back in high school, they had these big horse pills, and they was steroids, but we was playing basketball and some, so only the football players was taking that shit. And they just went off. They just went haywire. They'd run their heads into the locker and shit. And we were like, what's up with these dudes? And they off on the drugs. Then they start beating their girlfriends up and shit. I'm like, man, what kind of shit are they taking? So, and Bitch Conti, and since he been around, it been a lot of people popping dirty. Trust me. It been more than 10, I tell you that. Hey. Yeah, quick. Yeah, that happens. It's a shame. Yeah. All right, we got 98 people in here. How many likes we got? All right, let's shake up that algorithm, baby. All right, let's shake it up, shake it down, move it in and move it around. All right, man, let's go, let's go, let's go. Now, Dave Morrell, remember he fought Adios, I think that was his name. He put him in a coma. You know, and I told y'all the story and everything, and but thank God he's okay now. He's not boxing anymore. So, sometimes, when you get hurt like that, you don't want to box no more. Because you might get hit again or scared to get hit again. So. But anyway, let's keep going. Now, OKC going to be lit tonight. Oh yeah. Hey, y'all check in with WIZE Sports Betting. Yes, sir. Check out that basketball. All right. Yeah, you singing that disco lady make me want a drink. Shake it up, shake it down, moving in, moving around. Disco lady. Yeah. Now, okay, let me get this off of here. Okay. Now, the fight we got on Saturday. Keyshawn Davis is defending his belt, of course, you know that. And so once he wins this fight with De Los Santos, now that's if he wins, because I think this fight is almost a 50-50 fight, in my opinion. Now, I know a lot of people don't think so, but I do think so. Now, this is going to be a good step up for Keyshawn. I'd like to see him come out with the win. I would like to see him go in there and fight maybe Abdullah Mason or a Javante Davis. I don't want to see Shakur in there, because we know what type of fight he fights. And right now, boxing have changed a lot, y'all. Boxing is not like it used to be. Yeah, it is watered down, but boxing is not like old school boxing. What Shakur Stevenson is doing, a lot of people frown up on that now. A lot of people don't think, oh, wow, he got a masterpiece. He put on a show. And we talked about this last week. Even the Cuban style of boxing, they used to fight like that themselves and always came on top. Always got the gold medal at the Olympics until they ran into somebody named Floyd George Mayweather Jr. He was one of the first Americans to beat a Cuban in I don't know how many years. All right? So, yeah, that style left when Floyd retired. Yes, it did. Because, see, everybody wanted to be Floyd Mayweather. See, all these fighters want to take the shortcut. Nobody want to work for it. Everybody want to be Tank Davis. Everybody want to be Tank Davis. Man, he make this much. He make this much. I can beat him. Same way they did Floyd Mayweather. I used to say Willy Wonka with the golden ticket. That's what Floyd Mayweather was. You fight him, you can guarantee at least 2-3 million. Guaranteed. If you fight Floyd. And Floyd always wins. He beat Canelo when Canelo, what, 21? But still, this style, or that style that Shakur Stevenson has, it has been watered down a lot. And people don't like that style. When you think of contact sport, when you think of boxing, you think of contact. And Shakur Stevenson don't give you that. Now, it's okay to pretty much counterpunch, but, you're not hitting and don't get hit. You're not doing that. You're doing that not get hit, but you're not hitting. And that's a problem. That's a problem with me. Now, I'm not saying sit there and knock each other brains out. It's an art to it. You got to learn how to use your angles. You need to know how to step around or things like that. But when you start running and you start getting out the way, you don't have time to punch. Now, someone's saying, well, he fight like Ali. No, Ali don't fight like that. He never did fight like that. Muhammad Ali will fight on the back foot, but he would be snapping the jab. He'd snap the jab, maybe he'll stop, bam, 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 and get on the back foot again. That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, Derek Gamer? What's going on with you? Good to see you, bro. Yes, sir. Watch out. He said, yeah, James Toney was great in the pocket. Yes. I know a lot of great fighters that can fight in the pocket. And I'm not talking about getting hurt or getting hit or anything. It's just the way you move in there, and jump for position in there. But you don't have to fight like that, though. You still can fight at a distance. You can stay on the outside, pop that jab, snap that jab. Or you can fight on the inside and out. So Shakir, he should know that. And he's so far in now that it's almost impossible to change that style. It was one fighter named James DeGale. He fought over in the UK. It took him 5 years to change the style, but he changed it. He was more exciting. The crowd was coming in more. He put more butts in the seats because he changed up the style. His style was pretty much on the back foot. Pretty much getting out the way, and he was a southpaw too. But he changed it. So it might take a while now since he pretty much deep in it now. But still in all, I had to tip my hat off to all the other fighters. Now I'm gonna drop the link if somebody want to come up and put your comments in here. All right, don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, there you go. All right. Yes, sir. So you must be off today, Z. Okay. Yeah, Willy Wonka. Yeah, Willy Wonka with the golden ticket. That's what I used to call. What's up, Cool J? Yes, sir. Ali could hit you while he was moving back. Yeah, security. Exactly. That's what I was saying. Ali will hit you on the back foot. And keep going. All right. Yeah, so what's up, Isaiah? All right. Yeah, so that's how I see it. That's how I see it. All right, we got Jab Queen.
Hey, OG.
Hey.
Just have a question. Since Loma is retiring, does that mean that Maratala will be elevated to the full champion, or does he have to? Because the belt will then be vacant, right? Or does he have to fight somebody for a vacant belt? They elevate him, or does he have to fight somebody?
No, it'll be a vacant belt.
So he doesn't just get elevated automatically?
No, I think they have to fight for that belt.
Okay, I just wanted to double check that and make sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, I read that he retired this morning, so I just wanted to make sure. I thought they would just automatically elevate him, so he could fight anybody in that sanctioning body for it. Then,
well, I don't. Yeah, well, it depends on the rankings. That's how I think it goes.
Because he's number one, if I'm not mistaken, or
is he? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, he is. I gotta check again, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's number one in the WBC, number one in the WBO, and number 4 in the IBF.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Loma leaving all that on the table. Wow. Okay. Man, I guess
That's
he did.
Muratalla. That's
Oh,
Muratalla.
he's not Tyler. Okay. Yeah.
So that's what I was trying to figure out.
Mm. Okay. It most likely be him. Most likely be him, and probably I don't know. Let me see. Who's number 2?
I think Abdullah got moved down to number 2, if I'm
Sure
not
did.
mistaken.
Yeah, I do the number 2. But yeah. They said he heading for a title shot. If he wins on Saturday, he gets a title shot. So don't know what belt though. But
That's what I was thinking, Josh. Josh said he fought for interim belt left, so they're gonna elevate him. That's what I thought.
they're gonna elevate him?
Yeah, because remember he just fought May 10th, so and he got the belt May 10th, so they're gonna elevate him. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. I thought so. I'm like, they should just elevate him because how they gonna fight? The rest of them already have like fights lined up, so more than likely he just fought May 10th and he beat Abduliev or whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah. Abduliev. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he won the interim title then. So.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know some cats gonna be. No, I'm sorry. The division before Mason get put on. Yeah, Z. Yeah, a lot of guys gonna be moving that from that division. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was that was the question that I was gonna ask, and then I was thinking about what else I had to say. I mean, as far as these fights come, we got a lot of fights coming up over the next couple weeks, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with Teo and Devin. I just found another interview that Teo did last year talking about how Devin ducked him. So I don't know. It's a whole bunch of ducktails going on with them too. I don't know, who wanted 145 as a weight class, what they got going on.
Right.
It's just a mess between the two of them.
Like I said, what I had today, the information I got was that Teo and Devin, Teo wanted to fight Devin at 140. Devin said, no, I can't make 140. We're going to fight at a catch weight. But then Teo said, no, I'll fight Jerron Ennis at 147. But he says a power play. This is what Tim Bradley's saying. I don't think it's a power play, but it is more money. But Turki, of course, Turki said he don't want a boring fight no more, or nobody. Now he probably is saying this. I don't know. Or nobody gonna get their full pay.
First of all, you can't do that.
Right.
And second of all, from the interview that I watched with Keyshawn, he said that they offered Teo a fight with him for the same amount of money he was going to get to fight Boots, and he turned it down. So I'm really not sure exactly what it is that Teo thinks he's doing, but I want everybody to listen to the sound of my voice. He is no longer the takeover. He is Teofimo the Leftovers Lopez. Okay, because I don't know what the hell he thinks he's doing. I don't know who he thinks he is to be turning down all these fights. No wonder he's fighting to get out of his contract. You're not even fulfilling your damn contract. You have fights that you have to fulfill in order to be relinquished from your contract. Right. You turning down fights is not helping with that. You know what I mean? Right. So I just don't know. But yeah, that was interesting because somebody said yesterday that it was Teo that wanted the catch weight. But I know Devin the catchweight King Haney, he loved him a catchweight. So I wasn't sure. I just know that those two together are a damn mess.
Nobody won't be bothered with him.
But that's even more. I was reading what Josh said, but that's even more to want to get in there and whoop his ass. He knocked your father out, so you should definitely want to get in there and whoop him. And don't you know, I tried my best, KQ, to find a video of that, and I could not find it. So I had to make a video on the DuckTales without it. But I looked, honey. I looked high and low. I was looking for that thing. But I guess nobody recorded it. But yes, I heard that several times that he knocked out Teofimo Lopez Sr.
Right.
So you would definitely want to get in there and get that squabble back. Nobody will be able to keep me off your ass. Are you kidding me? But this just goes to show you that Teofimo was just nothing but a clout chaser. Now he's fighting with Bud Crawford again. So you went from Bud Crawford, you clout chased Gervonta Tank Davis for a little bit. Right. Then you started clouting Boots. Like, come on, man. This kid, he don't want to fight nobody. He just wants, he wants a big black buck. You know what I'm saying?
Right. See, that's why I keep telling everybody. Everybody want to be Javante Davis without doing the work. Everybody want a big payday without doing the work. Everybody want to be famous without doing the work. And now Tio's looking for a big bag. He'd rather put Devin to the side and take on Jerron Ennis. He don't care if he win or lose. He just want that big bag.
That's that's the thing then. So why not go ahead and fight Keyshawn? You were offered the fight for the same amount of money. Just slide another black face in there. You know what I'm saying? You looking for the liquor anyway, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
I just don't get it. This kid is all over the place, wasting talent because he does have talent.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. But I don't know. He better try to get with Bob or Todd DeBow.
Well, it looks like Oscar's trying to woo him. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? They're gonna have to buy him out that contract if they want him, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I guess Oscar's trying to do a swap because he wants Ryan to sit on the shelf for a year. So I guess he's trying to get him another Latin in there, which I guess he'll use Tio. But again, who is he gonna fight? You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
who does Oscar have in his weight class right now?
Nobody right now but Miller Tyler. Are you talking about in what 140 or what?
Yeah, I'm talking about 140 for Tiafimo.
Sure. Let me see. No, he's in 135. Let me see.
Because he said he would only move up to 147 for Boots. Boots is busy, okay? We got things to do. We ain't got time to be playing with you. And, Haney is, like I said, Devin, the catchweight Haney king. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
I just don't understand what options he thinks he has. Just like everybody was saying, that Boots needs to fight him because he has no one else to fight. Tiafimo was out of options. You continuously turned down fights. You didn't want to fight Subriel Matias. You didn't want to fight Keyshawn before. Now you don't want to fight Devin for the third goddamn time. Tank ain't thinking about you. He's about to rematch Roach. Who are you going to fight?
Bad Nelson. The reason why the money is better with Boots and then with Devin, because Devin don't have anything to offer. Okay, Boots is at 147, which is higher.
Oh yeah, Gary Antoine. He ain't fighting Gary. Josh. He ain't gonna fight Gary Antoine.
And then of course, Boots have a belt. So that's why it's higher than Devin, because Devin don't have anything to offer.
Well, wait a minute, because ain't Devin the champion recess at 140, 147 or some shit?
Down at 140 or 135. No, 140. Because
I thought it was 147.
No, he died. No, he's not a champ. He dodged at 140. He dodged Sandor Martin.
Yeah, I remember him dodging Sandor Martin, but I could have sworn that he's some sort of champion recess or chumping recess, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah, he never fought at 147.
That's what I'm saying. But how is he ranked number one then?
I don't know. You get he ranked number one at 147?
If I'm not mistaken, Devin Haney is ranked number one at 147.
I don't know. Dodge Nation, right? Right. Is he ranked 147?
Yep, at the WBC, I knew it. He is ranked number one by the WBC at 147. How in the hell is that possible? That boy ain't never fought at 147.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get him cash weight.
I don't understand this. This is like weird, bro. I think Thomas said he's back here, OG. He's back.
Yeah. Do I say it? I'm gonna get him. Yeah, I'm just bringing one up at a time today.
Oh, okay. Well, you should have told me I'd have been goddamn. I'm just up here running my mouth. I didn't think nobody else was coming up. Okay. I just wanted to say that and chop it up with you, but I'll step down and let Thomas talk for a little bit.
Okay.
All right. I'm in the chat.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I seen you, Thomas. Yeah.
No, it's all good. You could bring her back up. I was just gonna say something regarding the Tio thing, but you pretty much covered it. Now Tio's in a conundrum. He in a boxing conundrum, man. He was with a promotional company that don't want no part of him, and then on he can't fight. I mean, there's fights to be made, but those fights are not beneficial for him.
Okay.
So he's now crossed between. He's in the same. Unfortunately he's in a position where other fighters find themselves in, where they got a lot of talent, but where they want to fight, it's too much for them to get down to that fight now. That weight and fight. So the fight where they are currently at 140. There's fights to be made, but then what side are they on? See, T.O. is contractually bound to Bob Arum in the top rank, and he has a belt. Bob is not. He just lost one belt that he definitely did not want to lose. That belt was the belt that Shakur had. Now that's a belt that he no longer has access to. He gonna hold that Loma belt and, like Ty said, probably elevate Muay or make them fight for it between Muay and what's the name. But given the recent energy from Muay, he said he would fight Keyshawn Davis for his belt, and then he said, "Nah, I don't want to go that route." So I'm thinking promises was made to him that he would be elevated or in line for this belt with Loma, because Loma wasn't going to fight. So they keep the belt there. T.O. has a belt, and they're not trying to let that belt go to any other promotional company like the belt they had with Shakur. So they're not going to make any fights with anybody that's from a rival promotional company, for one. He really don't want to fight some of them people that he holds the belt for, because most of those people will give him serious competition to the point where it's not a 50. I mean, it's not a guarantee that he's going to win that fight. And they don't make, if you pay attention to Top Rank, they only make fights that they believe their fighter is going to walk in and walk out of that bad boy with that belt. So that's why we getting De Los Santos right now, because De Los Santos is quote unquote a name, but he's a name coming off of more than a year layoff and with a major injury that he suffered. Right. So more than likely, he's not going to be on top of his game, and he ain't going to be sharp. That's something that Keyshawn can probably take advantage of. So that's why they're making this fight. And it's just enough of a buzz or just enough of a name where it can solidify his resume, so to speak. Right. But this is the thing that I have a problem with. Like, we see a lot of fighters calling out folks, but then fighting other fights. And this has been a way that's going on. All of these people at one time held to this thing of legacy. T.O. saying he's making boxing great again. If he's to make boxing great again, then why not fight another great fighter to give boxing the spectacle that it should be? But he's not trying to do that. But what he is trying to do is find somebody that will take him from the bind that he has with Top Rank. So he's just out there yapping, trying to find somebody that's going to take it and probably try to help him out in that situation where Bob will sue you in a heartbeat. So he's stuck. He don't know what to do. That's why he's doing all this tomfoolery.
Yeah, that's why I said, but him and Devin kind of stuck because they don't have nobody but Turki, really. Bob ain't trying to do anything with him, you know. If it was left up to Bob, he'd sit him down on the shelf, you know.
Exactly.
So, you know, so I don't, you know, it's his fault anyway. It is his fault anyway, because all the racist comments and, you know, all the back and forth on Twitter, getting into it with Crawford, and I mean, just too much. And we know what happened on the Haney side, you know, and so I don't know, man. Sometimes you gotta fight fights that you don't want to fight. It might not be the money you want, but you know, that money probably will come down the line or whenever, you know. But it seemed like he want to be this big star, and he can't be. It seemed like he's picking and choosing. He want a big bag, but don't have anything to offer, really. You know, this is what it looked like to me. You know, so
absolutely, absolutely. And then, like, you know, this false. Man, it's mind-boggling how, like, people will take things and apply to certain fighters and certain fighters only. And this stuff is right. The writing is on the wall. Like, the bottom line is, we are getting fights that these people who are paying to put these fights on are comfortable making. And that's why fights are not happening for the most part. There are some fighters who are, like you said, just recently, right now, there are some fighters that are caught in like a catch-22 where, you know, they don't have much wiggle room to move because of things that they've done and also because of the progression of their physicality in their body. And they don't want to go up there and risk a lot of things. So it's got to be smart choices from here on out. And the choices are limited. Their resources now become limited because now they're operating out of the scope of the umbrella of protection, and that's their promotional company. They're hoping that Turki is the way out, but he's not really truly offering the way out to folks. But I believe that people got to start coming together as fighters and saying we got to somehow, some way push for these fights, because there are a lot of fights at a lot of divisions that need to be made and they're not getting made. And I want to see the fights, like more so than anything. I want to see the fights. Right. So I don't believe and for a second, like some people, they come in saying that they're about legacy. Then part of your legacy is the people who you fight. To cement your legacy is the people you beat. Right. So like if you're really truly about legacy and we truly trying to make the most money, they tie hand in hand. So we got to get these fighters to be able to get in the ring. And the thing that I find a lot of people doing is putting down one to elevate another. That's exactly what they want us to do. The more we keep doing that, the more they can continue to operate the way they operate, because it's a whole bunch of them and it's a whole bunch of belts. Man. They create belts just so they can get paid.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Oh yeah, most definitely. Every time you look around, a big fight, they're creating a belt. You know, yeah.
So KQ, I was just wondering, man, because you know I've heard two separate stories concerning this Devin and Tio thing. First, Tio's ducking. Now I hear Devin's ducking, and I don't know what's going on. But what I do know,
both of them, yeah.
But what did you hear? What did you hear though? Seriously,
I heard that Tio don't want to fight Devin because Devin runs around like a battle arena. When we say like a battle arena. And he don't want to fight him because he don't want to be chasing him for 12 rounds. And then Devin came out and said, no, it was Tio, because Tio, he wants to fight at a catch weight, you know, and then he want to fight at 140, but Devin want to fight at a catch weight. But, you know, if that's true, then why you want to fight Boost at 147? You know, for the money. You know, that's why.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
Oh, keep going. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. That's what I'm hearing right now. You know.
Okay.
So both guys, you know, I don't know which one telling the truth, which one lie. You know.
So this is what I think, man. And this is honestly from how I seen. You know, I read tea leaves. You know, I pick up breadcrumbs and you know I try to make a freaking cake with all that stuff, man. So this is the cake I done came up with. Both of them really not looking good in their recent fights. Both of them are in a state of like panic because they don't have control over the fights, the narrative no more. Just say the narrative no more. So my man said he was making boxing great again. The other one was bringing order to boxing. And then they both had suspect looks or showings in fights recently. Right. And they can't afford to lose another fight. So I think they're more so worried about the look of losing to one another more so than making the fight. And therefore anything can come in the way and get in the way of making this fight. See, to me, business number one for Tio was to fight certain people that weren't even at his weight class. How can he get somebody to duck him and he has never fought in a weight class? He is not even in the same sanctioning body ranked to fight that fighter for that belt. And he doesn't hold their belt. underneath him. So there's no ledger for him to be ducking or demanding a fight with him, and people should be saying, well, he should fight him because it's big for his legacy. Man, if he take that fight, he'll get lambasted for beating the dog snot out of him. So why should Boots take that fight when he's only trying to unify or to come undisputed? So those are the fights that really take precedence. And if he can't do that, then he should just move up. Now, that being the case, Tio has called out a lot of people. He's called out Tank before. He's called out Boots and Crawford. And then he was fighting somebody named Steve Claggett, who was 15.
Right.
And the fight week got elevated to be inside the top 10 just so they could verify this fight or validate it. Then you have Devin, who said business number one was to get this fight taken care of and then get it back in blood. Those are his words, not mine, with Ryan. Now, neither of them are trying to get the fight. And I don't understand that, because that was what we were told was going to be taking place. You drop that lawsuit, I'll fight you. Oh, I got to get it back. I got to prove you right. And then there's another fight that comes up that's out of the blue, but makes kind of sense because of the history with Tio. Why not take the Tio fight if you're not going to make the fight you should be making with Ryan? And that's because neither one of them want to afford the look of losing to the other, because they've been viewed as weak in public eye. And unfortunately, this is where we are, where we devalue fighters because they lose. Man, I seen a dream team, quote unquote, whatever they call that, lose in an Olympics. Then they had to make the redeem team. I remember that. Maybe it wasn't the Olympic, maybe it was a competition, but these are pros from America, and they got beat. And they had to put the team together with Kobe and them to get it back. But you're going to lose no matter how great. Some days you're going to lose. You're never going to be at your best every single time. Okay. But we take a loss and we just say they're trash. But in this case, for those two people, if one of them should lose to the other, it will ultimately do major damage to them. And that's what they're truly worried about. And that's why the other is ducking. And there's reports of each one of them ducking, because they don't want to take that fight. They don't want to have a fight and it looks bad. And they don't want to lose a fight that looks bad, because it's going to look bad on them. Right. And again, Tio, and I'll get off because I know I'm talking too much. But Tio is in a bad position because he's in bad terms with the man who holds his career in his hand. Right. He getting pimped. He getting pimped. And somebody said he was a top ranked skank. And unfortunately, that truly is what's going on with Tio. And Tio is the reason why he is like this. He let one fight go to his head, and ever since then, he just been a prima donna. And then unfortunately, he had some crisis go on with his family life, and he just been, his whole world and turned upside down, and he been acting a buffoon ever since. So he can only hold himself to this. And on that note, man, I'm not going to take up no more of your time. I appreciate you coming up, letting me come up. No problem. I forgot what I was going to really talk about because I had something going on over here, but appreciate you though, OG. Keep doing what you do.
Hey, man, appreciate you, brother, coming up. All right?
All right.
All right. Woo, Thomas. Woo. Wow. All right. But the last part, Thomas was right. Baba D. The last part, Baba D something else. The last part, he was right. Chill did let that last fight go to his head, that fight with Lomachenko. Because every time he get into a argument, a face-to-face, a X, back and forth on X, he always I beat Lomachenko. All right? Well, that was then. Now we're here today. And he's still going to ride off of that. Then he got that belt. Then when he got that belt, he made rings. They didn't make it for him. He went out and made it himself. Rings, him and his father wear with the I think it's the WBC belt ring. You know, I mean, what a dumbass. But I was interested in saying what Dan Raphael just said. Someone, who was that posted that? Let me go back up. Because someone said Dan Raphael. Let me see. Oh, there you go. My man Cool. JC. He said Dan Raphael has a video, and he basically said Tio is the one who ducked Haney. Okay. So he said Tio the one that ducked Haney, huh? Okay. See, this is what I mean. You know, content creators, you know, y'all gotta stop lying and shit so much. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but Punch Drunk Junk is that guy that trying to tell me to listen to him yesterday. Well, that's T.O. guy. Of course he gonna say that, you know? Yeah, Daisy. Daisy. I already said, yeah, I talked about it earlier. He retired, yeah. Yeah, Lomachenko retired, and then I think he's what, 40? How old was he? 40 something. 46, I think. Yeah, he retired. 37. I'm sorry, 37. He's 37 years of age. Okay. So I figured he wasn't coming back too much anymore, and you know he made all the little money he gonna make, and that's a lot of money where he's from. The Ukraine, that money he made over here, that go a long way. $1 go a long ways over there. So I mean, good luck to him and his family, you know. So I mean, sometimes, you know, you gotta know when to say uncle, you know. So but anyway, yeah, so Devin Haney, Bill Haney, you know, everything they do is always suspect. Everything they do, they're always full of shit. How you gonna get mad at somebody that doesn't have no tickets for you, you know, but you flew all the way over there without even confirming that you had tickets? That's what I just don't get. I don't understand. You know, and Eddie got mad about it. And I don't blame him. Don't call me that time of morning. You know, man. All right, make sure y'all hit the like button, all right? Make sure y'all hit the cash app, all right? Man, oh, man. And what's going on, your world? What's happening with you, brother? All right, greetings from Dallas, Texas. Nigga, what you doing in Dallas now? You just in L.A. Put on a show. Now you're in Texas. Man, what's going on, your world? What's happening, man? All right. We got to fight Saturday, man, okay? Me in Texas now. Man, oh, man. When they said Papa was a Rolling Stone, man, wherever he laid his hat was his home. Wow. Wherever he laid his keyboard is his home. Man, oh, man. But, yeah, we got to fight Saturday. Keyshawn Davis. We got Abdullah Mason. I mean, that's a pretty decent card, and I can't wait to see it. We got a lot of boxing coming our way this year. I mean, we talking about a lot of boxing. And the ones I named earlier, they ain't all. I mean, there's just a few I just wrote down, you know, that I thought of, you know, but there's still more to come. You know, this whole summer, a boxing is going to be lit. And the fall. Well, hell, the rest of the year, really. And now, Gervonta Davis, Lamont Roach. I wanted to speak on that fight. I want to speak on that rematch. Everybody doubt my boy. Everybody doubt my boy. Gervonta Davis. A lot of people believe. Now, I don't believe this. I believe when it's a will, it's a way. And I believe if you have a ring IQ, you can make things happen. And of course, they know each other, yeah, but that don't make a difference to me. Still, you know, you got a good trainer behind you. You come up with some not tricks, but a new way of doing things. Well, they believe that Lamar Roach has chain number. Okay, they believe that hey, Lamar Roach know every move that Chain gonna make. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe that Chain is a better boxer. I believe that Lamar Roach got to pick up his feet, you know, to pretty much move with Chain. And like Z said, he got good athleticism, you know, so Lamar Roach is kind of stiff, you know, great counter puncher, but he got to be up on you. He got to crowd your punches. Chain just got to keep that distance. You just got to be at arm length. That's it. And so I don't think that he got Chain number. I think Chain know how to change his number, if you know what I mean. That's what I believe, you know. So, and I know history dictates and tell us that in the rematch, the A side, who should have won the first match, gonna win the second one. So yes, Chain probably win. Now by knockout, I don't know. I don't know about that yet. But he's in good shape, you know, what I hear. You know, so we maybe we'll see a knockout. Maybe we'll see a knockout, you know. Joshua Cortez is back in the building. He said Tio's still the lineal champ. We can't discredit that. No, sir. No, we can't. I said that earlier. He's still a lineal champ. No doubt about that. No doubt about it. He is. And no, we can't discredit that. And you know, he just discredited himself. But no, lineal champion, you know, he earned it, you know, and he won it. And that's what and that's what he is. No, lineal champ. So and but of course some people believe he was undisputed, some people don't. So like I don't think he was undisputed, but Fanon does. You know, Fanon believes he was. You know, so it depends. It depends. You know, it depends. So but listen, Tio is not a bad fighter. He's just a bad person, you know. But he's a good fighter. You know, he's a damn good fighter. Just like Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford, not too friendly outside the ring, but he's a damn good fighter. You can't take that away from no fighter. You can't take that away from no fighter. You know, they work hard and they do things that we don't do. They always in the gym. You know, they live a different lifestyle than we do, at least exposed to. You know, so I'm not gonna discredit that. You know, that's one thing I'm not gonna do. If a fighter earned it, then goddamn it, then I'm gonna respect it. But if he get it through, you know, Amazon, no, then I ain't gonna respect no damn email bill, right? But yeah, man champion, yeah, you gotta respect that. So, and one thing about lineal championship, it carries. It just don't stay at that one division. You know, it carries. You know, but yeah, Cal Network said, long as we don't have any boxing track stars, the summer going to be lit for boxing. All action, no capping. You damn right. You damn right. All that, and yeah, you damn right. You know, so, but you know, there's always somebody that gonna run. But like I said, you know, just change angles. You know. No. Get out of here with that, man. Man, sure. Anyway, yeah. Always somebody selling something. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, you're right. You're right. 100%. So, but with that, that's all I have. I appreciate everybody come through today. I appreciate Ty and Thomas. All right. And giving me they take on everything. And I appreciate it. Charles Thomas, what's going on? He said, I wish people stop stop lying to themselves. Boost see Till as a threat. And he don't want to take that chance. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Because Boost did turn down. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Isaac.
Yo, what up, OG? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you feel?
I feel good, man. It's I normally work during the summer. I work a program, so I don't really jump on. I can't jump on as early like I did. I just left. I just wanted to chime in, and I wanted to say I see people talking about Dan Rayfield and how Dan Rayfield reported the T.O. and the Devin. I don't believe anything Dan Rayfield says. I think Dan Rayfield is very selective to the information he wants to talk about. And I noticed Dan Rayfield likes to bash Gervonta Davis. Let's see, who else has he bashed? He's bashed a couple people, but for one that I can remember off the top of my head is, of course, Gervonta Davis. Why? Because I hear it so much. And I just don't believe Dan Rayfield knows anything he's talking about. I like to refer to him as Dan Fat Fuck Rayfield. Excuse my language. I just don't like him because you know what? His information sometimes is not true. And I just think he's on that payroll. You know, he's under that Turkey payroll. So he got to say what he got to say. Why? Because his boss over there is rubbing that thigh, letting him know, hey, you better say what I tell you to say. So I don't know who ducked who, whether it's T.O., but because and I like T.O. as a fighter, not as a person.
Right.
And T.O., the thing, and I wrote earlier, the thing that makes T.O. so great is that he fights on that opponent's level. And I think that's why he was able to beat Loma. That's why he was able to beat Josh Taylor. And I mean, even though, you know, he fought a Steve Claggett, he did okay. And the last fight with Barboza, shout out to Barboza, because Barboza will fight anyone. And he's one of them dudes that doesn't take anything away from anyone, does what he has to do, and he comes back even better. So I hope to see that brother back in the ring. But I just don't believe that Devin and T.O. really wanted to fight. I don't believe it. Because if they wanted to fight, why not? And they're with the money man, right?
Right.
Why ain't the money man just giving them the money to fight?
I don't know. That's what I said. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe it's all just a rules or whatever. I don't know. Because they was going to fight on August 16th, the same day Tank was going to fight. So I don't know.
Because I don't know if you remember, OG, when Turkey first came in the game, and they're like, oh, Turkey's giving us 20 M's just to fight, 50 M's just to go to Saudi. And all of a sudden, I'm hearing reports that Turkey wanted to give T.O. 11 mil, and Devin wanted to give 11 mil. But like I said, I mean, Dan Rayfield reported it, so I don't really know, because if I remember, I believe Devin had sent an offer to Gary Russell Jr. I don't know if you remember that he wanted to fight him. And
yeah. I heard about that.
I don't know if you remember that, but you know what? It was crazy because, as I remember clearly, Bill went out and said, "Oh, we sent an offer to Gary. He ducked us. He ain't want to fight us." But Gary couldn't. That was a shit contract, and Gary he didn't even get to fully overlook it. So, from my understanding, we got Bill, the king of all deceivers, who's going around sending these bullshit contracts, and then right away going to Dan Rayfield and going to all these media channels just so they could throw it up there. Why? Because Bill went to school for media. He said it on Vlad TV that he went to college for that. So one thing about Bill, shout out to that educated brother. I'll tell you what, he could talk his ass off, and he can try to trick the people, but he's not tricking me. because I know what he's doing. He's doing these bullshit contracts, and right away jumping on a podcast, letting them know, oh, T.O. duck this. They don't want to fight us. This is a Devin Haney era. No, sir. You send a shit contract, and you don't give people chances to counter offer. And even when they do, you don't accept it. Why? Because you don't really want to fight them. And also, too, I was thinking to myself, do we really believe that Devin is gonna want to fight T.O. after everything he's been through? Because if he loses, which there's a possibility that he can against Teofimo, if we were talking about Boots and T.O., Boots is whipping T.O.'s ass. But now we got to really consider, can Devin really beat? And of course, you have the Devin Haney fanboys, the Devin Haney who have been tricked by Bill, who love Bill, who get on their knees for Bill and say the most. And they say, oh, well, you ain't heard? T.O. dug Devin. And as soon as you tell him, what if Devin dug T.O.? Because if he really wanted to fight, why not just give T.O. the money he wants?
Right.
And if you can beat him, you beat up T.O. in a dominant fashion, and you pack that man up out the sport like you said you were gonna do. Yeah. But what do? The Devin Haney fans on their knees for Bill, believing everything he says. Oh, but Bill put this out. Bill said this. But what they don't say is that Bill sends these bullshit contracts, and he doesn't even give people the chance to counter. He lowballs people, yet alone he doesn't even want to fight people his age. He wants his son to fight people out of their prime. Why? For the resume, just so he can go on Twitter and brag and say, oh, my son did this over Floyd. Oh, we packed Floyd up. We did. Right. No, Bill, you're not getting me. But that's all I wanted to say, OG. I appreciate you for letting me jump on.
Yeah, you're right about Dan Ref. Yeah, Dan Ref, Rayfield. I like Mike Coppinger a little bit better.
Yeah, because Mike Coppinger really tells the truth. Right. But also, too, there's another source, Matt from Brunch Boxing.
Okay.
He's very credible, and I've actually seen him post things before Mike Coppinger, and then Mike Coppinger will post whatever Brunch Boxing posts. Very, very rarely, I guess, when Mike can't get the scoop. I get it. I mean, it is a game that they play amongst each other, to try to get that news. And Mike Coppinger, I've seen the interviews he does. He's very soulless. I don't know how to explain it, but he's very soulless to me, where he does these interviews with a straight face, no personality, like nothing. You know what I mean? Like he just does these interviews just to do them. And I feel like he's just getting that check. I feel like anyone working for Turkey at this point is getting that check. But I have been hearing, and I'll address this one. This is the last thing I'll say before I jump off. That way you can hop off, OG. Mm-hmm. I have been hearing that we have seen in the past, when Turkey first came in the game, he was dropping M's on these people. Throwing money like there was no tomorrow, showering them with 20 M's, 30 M's.
Right, yeah.
And if we all notice, after the Fury and Usyk, the second fight, he stopped paying fighters what they wanted, and he started lowering that pay. Mm-hmm. He might have gave Ryan 20 mil, but that's because him and Oscar are in the bed with each other.
Right.
Turkey has been putting on these Golden Boy events the minute Turkey jumped in the game. I don't know if you remember the that one fight. It was a Latino Nights.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Latino Nights was in Saudi, and then he went on and put on another Golden Boy event. And I don't know if it was in Saudi, it was somewhere else. But then I start to notice you have Riyadh season all over the place in a Golden Boy event.
Right. Yeah.
So of course, Oscar, as a promoter, what people don't realize is Ryan didn't just get 20 M's. Oscar got a piece of that change.
Yeah. He sold Rain Magazine. I mean, yeah, Oscar don't care no more.
Oscar don't care no more. He in it for the bag, and I get it. That's why he sent Ryan over there in Times Square, and he's making all these excuses. So what's next? Ryan takes a year off. He comes back and looks like shit and gets beat up again. And then what's the narrative? All of a sudden, he had to get hand surgery. Yeah, he proved that he got hand surgery, but we need to see that brother back in the ring ASAP. As soon as he gets cleared, we need to see Ryan back in the game, because one, Oscar De La Hoya, to me, is using Ryan Garcia as an object to make that change. He's pimping him. He's taking He's taking a book out of Bill Haney, what Bill doing with Devin, burning bridges, and it's like, come on, Oscar, you got Ryan Garcia, who stated many times that he wants to leave Golden Boy and he wants to start his own promotional company. And what do? You block him from that. You block him, and I don't know what kind of deal or whatever they got going on. But Ryan has stated that they have disagreements, and you do see Oscar. I mean, I don't know if you remember when Oscar fought. When Oscar Duarte fought Ryan Garcia. Oscar De La Hoya picked Oscar Duarte to beat Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
And I thought that was nasty because you have your star, your biggest star, and you're mistreating him just because he wants to go find another home, a home that's probably going to make him a little bit better, keep him more active, at least 2 fights to 3 a year. Now, it's very rare that we see Ryan Garcia fight. And after this ass whooping from Rolly got other things he wants to do. I'm sure he's not going to rematch Ryan. I mean, I'm sure he's going to want a chance at Barrios and Pacquiao. He's already stated multiple times, and so has Pacquiao in his recent interviews. He stated, I will fight Rolly. That's fine. And I'm just like, okay, I get it. So shout out to the PBC for not bending over for Turkey. As much as people hate to hear it, the PBC is always going to be on top. Why? Because Al Heyman is a businessman. He is an advisor. He has multiple businesses. He's been in music for a long time. Someone that's been in music for a long time that has profitable artists and is making millions of dollars for what he's doing with Amazon Prime and at the PBC. And I realized too, because everyone says, oh, the PBC fighters, they don't fight as much. Because you see, if they fought every weekend like Golden Boy, nobody would give a shit. Not too many people have the zone too. Let's be honest. Who has the zone? Nobody.
Right.
I mean, and if you do, I'll be honest, I had the zone in the beginning, and I still got the subscription just to watch a couple of the little other little fights, because I do like some of the upcoming prospects Golden Boy has, and I do like to tune in once in a while. But now that all these big fights like Matchroom, they've been bent over. They've been bent over. So the way I see it is Matchroom stable is already beat up by Turkey. Turkey went and did a shit show with Matchroom. The only one that's left is the PBC. And as much as Turkey is going to try to block everyone out and do these little antics, he's not going to do it to the PBC. And it's just disgusting what boxing is coming into. But that's all I got to say, brother. You have a good one.
All right, you too. All right. Okay. Thanks for everybody coming in. Appreciate everybody that stepped up on the link. And I appreciate everybody that came in. Everybody have a good day. And I'm out of here. I'll see you all tomorrow. And don't forget, we got a great card this weekend. And we'll be back on another fight night. So with that, that's all I got. Keep your head on a swivel, baby. All right? And with that, I'm out of here. And I'm definitely living it up. Oh!
This song is dedicated to all those ballers out there and all those hustlers and just people out there just getting their money on, you know what I'm saying? To all of you haters, just remember this. I'm living it up, y'all.